to Rumble Review.
That's awesome.
Nice.
All right.
Welcome, my Padawans.
Welcome. Well, you introduce us, bro?
Welcome to Inside the Booth.
There you go.
I thought you were gonna do it. That's all right. Today we have a special guest, Geeky Pixie.
Hi, everyone.
From
Hello.
YouTube and Twitter. We did post, I think, your stuff on the comments.
All right, awesome.
And there we go. We got Phil TMNT in the chat
Phil.
saying hi, everyone.
Hi,
What's up?
Phil.
So, hello, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
TMNT, huh? You're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan.
Nice.
So, we are going to rumble today about the original trilogy Star Wars. So, here we go. We're going to be talking about which one is the best, which one's not the best, and so on.
All
All right.
Yeah, so this is our first one, so this is why it's a little slow. Not
Little
really sure
slow.
what we're doing today, but we're doing it.
All right. You want me to set
Phil
up
says,
some
hello,
rules?
Geeky Pixie.
Yep.
Yep, set up the rules.
All right. So here's how this is going to work. Roughly, we'll each get 5 minutes for each round. All right. So there's going to be 3 rounds according to the movies. There's 3 different movies we're going to talk about.
It's 3 rounds.
And
Okay, yeah.
each person gets to share their thoughts on the movie. They get about 5 minutes, no more. Okay. And then we all get to banter in and rebuttal to that one person's thoughts. So that's how each round should work. Like my brother said, this is our first time doing anything like this. So bear with us. It's going to be interesting.
Yes.
So, and Geeky, thank you for joining us tonight.
Not a problem. Thanks for inviting me.
Appreciate you. And can't wait to hear your thoughts on Star Wars. And I did catch one of your videos. You did a tribute, I think, to, what was it? It had Anakin,
Luke, and Ben Solo.
yes.
That was the latest tribute. Yes, the Skywalker bloodline.
Yes, that was fun to watch. So, good job on that video, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, Dan, since you're like Master Kenobi there, do you want to start us off with A New Hope?
A New Hope. Oh, man. What are we doing again? We're just talking about what we like and dislike, right? Or are we doing what we like first?
No, just whatever. What you like and don't like about the movie. And you got 5 minutes to do it in.
Okay.
And then the rest of us get to chew you apart.
Sweet.
All right.
That's why it's a rumble, baby.
That's right. That's right. All right. So, A New Hope. It was the first Star Wars movie ever made by George Lucas. And in my opinion, it was a good movie. It had some slow parts. I mean, obviously, back in the 70s, a lot of things were filmed a little bit on the slower side than nowadays. Nowadays, everybody wants action and fast food, and, you know, it's got to go fast. So they can watch it, get done, feel excited, and get out. Well, Star Wars A New Hope was exciting, especially back when it first came out, and a lot of people enjoyed the action. That was actually probably like the first time they made I guess graphics, or, you know, all the special effects and stuff that they put together. They did a good job doing that. Obviously George Lucas's 90s, what was it, 1995, 96 when he came out with it again.
Oh,
His
97.
remake. 97. Sorry. '97, his remake when it came out again. I think it was better. Obviously, Jabba the Hutt doesn't stand the test of time. I would have liked to see Jabba the Hutt just stay like a human because that's what he filmed it as the first time. And apparently he was going to, I don't know, Jabba the Hutt was going to be like this a furry something. That's why he made the character wear a big furry coat, because he was going to add in some kind of furry animal after. That's what I heard. So A New Hope was good and was not that good, some of it. I know this might be a little bit blasphemous to say, but it's the idea that made the movie good. It's the ideas that made all the movies good, actually. But for A New Hope, I did like the chase scenes. I did like the scenes where you got the stormtroopers. I mean, it was brand new back in the 70s. It was brand new to me when I watched it in 1997. And I back then I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Rewatching it, obviously it's a little slower, a little bit more, the storyline is not as connected as you thought it was when you're a kid. Because when you're a kid, you're watching it for the effects.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, that's right. and,
The pew pew.
the pew pews and the lightsabers,
Pew, pew, pew.
which I got some behind me. I forgot to grab one.
That's all
But
right.
that's okay. I got this awesome costume that
you
is
got the
really
whole
tight
month.
on me. Oh yeah,
You got the whole month.
I do. Thank you for that permission. But yeah, A New Hope. There was a new hope for cinema because of it.
Nice. Yeah.
I guess that's it for me right
That's
now.
all you got?
Yeah. So I kind of threw in what I didn't like. The things I didn't like was because it was a little slow. Sometimes the storyline didn't fit too well. I don't know. It just there you go. That's basically it.
Okay. All right. Any comments from the panel? Anything you guys want to chime in about Dan's little thought?
And Phil
I
says
think I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna put on there what Phil says. He says the Vader Obi-Wan fight was awesome. It's underrated in his opinion because most people nowadays expect epic music while the fighting is going on.
That's true.
That is true.
I'm going to agree with that because that's what I like. The epic music.
Yes. And the epic, there's also the epic camera shots too nowadays too. Different camera angles to make it look more intense.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Reimagined made that scene, like reimagined.
Oh,
that
yeah, I
fight
saw that
scene.
video.
I forgot the name of it.
I don't know. It was
But,
reimagined.
It was just Darth Vader or Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader reimagined.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
it was.
That's all it was? Okay. I
Yeah.
thought there was a number to it or something. But cool. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the reimagined better, but that's just me. All right.
Yes. Okay.
Geeky, you want to go? You want to go
Okay,
next?
well, let's see. A New Hope. I remember watching it when I was 4 or 5 years old after wailing and screaming because I wanted my dad to come home. And I don't like going to my grandpa's because all he does is watch football. I remember just hearing that opening music because Grandpa's going through the channels and it flipped and he noticed I stopped crying, so he left it on.
Nice.
And we ended up just watching it. I guess it was during one of their marathons. I remember the one character I fell in love with was Han Solo. Han Solo reminded me so much of my dad, that snarky attitude.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. What did I not like about it? There's not really much to not like about it. I mean, the choreography was really good for their fights. Their action makes sense. It has the right amount of speed to get you into the moment where Luke is taking out the Death Star. There's really not anything wrong with it. It was a introduction to new cinema movies and shows. It was the revolution.
That's true.
Mm.
That's a good
true.
point.
Yeah, I
Anybody
guess
wanna-
that X-wing
Okay.
fight was pretty fabtabulous. It was pretty cool. But of course, again, the effects, the graphics, it hasn't been done before.
Pew, pew.
That's right. I mean, what was it? The Trekkies were out then, but they, you could see all the string and wires that they used.
That's true. That's funny. Cool. All right. Matthew, you want to go next?
Sure. I saw the first Star Wars much later, probably my teens, when I was getting really into film, and I went to film school and everything. I wasn't a huge fanatic like a lot of other friends that I was that were went all out and got dressed up. If something was happening with Star Wars, but yeah, I just remember liking the long shots of the desert. I'm a big fan of like long shots and seeing it on a big screen, because that's what you go to see in a film, in my opinion. Just see these huge landscapes. And so like when we were first introduced to Luke, I'm just like, whoa, and he had the two suns rising, and he's just standing on one of the deserts and just looking out and just pondering, what if, is this all? And to me, I thought, oh, is this all that life has to offer me? Am I just going to stay here all my life? And kind of esque stuff going on there. And then, as the story progresses, he finds out the old man in the desert was Obi-Wan. And that was a great sequence, kind of like the combining together with the young in like a mentor-esque relationship started there. And I thought that was great. And you get to see that whole relationship progress throughout the entire film until the very end, when, Obi-Wan goes down, it just disappears and becomes greater than anything by telling I forgot his name.
Darth
So
Vader.
bad. Darth Vader. But yeah,
Yes.
This is not my favorite trilogy, but for at the time with the new technology coming out, I think it was very well done. I like the mix between the special effects and actually the artwork that they had on the sets, or the small little miniatures that they did at the time. I thought that worked really well, and I still think I can still watch the film because of that, and I appreciate that a lot when you mix those two together. Some films nowadays is just way too much CG or not enough.
True.
I like
true.
when I'm watching a film, I like when
Practical
it's like
effects are cool.
there's a great story, and then the icing on top is the special effects. Like, it adds to the story. That's what I like about special effects. It's not too overly done. There's a purpose of why it's doing it, to progress the story. So I didn't really find anything bad about it. I thought all the relationships, all the characters were great. Fighting in space was just very new at that time, back in the 70s. So I appreciate that as well. It's just the envision that George Lucas had is fantastic. And I just like, he just went off and did what he wanted to do. So he's just like, I'm just going to do my thing. Hey, you studios, you don't know what's coming. And boom.
That's true.
We have
That's
all
true.
his, Pixar stuff, studios, pretty much because of him and everything. So he started, like you said, the revolution started back then. So the first one, definitely a great origin stories of a lot of people, especially Luke and the relationship. When there's a really good relationship in a film, I really tend to grab at that. So this is great all around.
That's true. And wasn't that studio ILM that he created?
Mm-hmm.
Industrial Light and Magic.
Light and Magic, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the bomb diggy in the
innovator.
early 90s. Yeah. Like the early 90s, he was well known. So, oh man, you guys are all going to hate me.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Let's get to some comments real quick.
Yeah, good idea.
Let's see here. J&R Films. Hello, buddy. How you doing?
How you doing?
Imagine if episode 1 were to have been the first film released, then A New Hope. That would be cool. I mean, that definitely would be interesting, you know? If they had the technology back then, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. I think the reason why George Lucas waited was because he wanted to have the technology to do the prequels.
Right. Because you couldn't do Jar Jar Binks without it. Jar Jar Binks.
Best actor throughout all of Star Wars, right there.
Sure. Right.
If you think so. I don't think so.
All right, so Phil says he heard that the chest plate of Vader was flipped upside down in the Vader Obi-Wan fight for a little bit. You have to look real hard for it, but it doesn't ruin the movie.
Nice. Continuity issue.
Yeah. Well, you get that in a lot of movies though. Like Braveheart. In one shot he's running with his sword, and then the next shot, real quick, he's got an axe, and then it goes back to him with a sword. So I think a lot of movies do that. Just editing, Yeah, whoopsie. And then mom says hi. Hi, mom.
Hi, mom.
Hello.
J&R Films said he was introduced to the prequels first, so that's cool. I mean, I think the prequels would have been cool to watch first. And then Phil said he was introduced in the ending of Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. You ready for my...
yeah.
You ready, guys? You ready to take me on and beat me up?
I want to take you on, bro.
All right, so...
Just take you on.
A New Hope for me. Honestly, I don't remember when I started watching Star Wars, so... I'll go far as back as 1999 when my brother was insane about it. And I rewatched
where this costume came from.
That's right. And I rewatched the originals from the 97 remake. Not remake, but, an updated version of his vision.
Yeah.
So I'm going to base off of that. I think the thing that actually captured my attention for Star Wars, is the lightsabers.
Yes.
Hands down, lightsabers are the dopest weapon out there. I wish I had a real one. Because then I would
used to be the dopest until what Disney showed them doing.
Yeah.
Well, Disney. We'll get to that in a little bit.
I want a small one to cut cheese with.
Review.
And so, you want a small one to cut cheese with? Yes, me too.
Yeah.
So I work in a produce department, and it would be sick if I had a lightsaber to chop up produce. Look at this light show.
It'd be like.
Even cooked?
Yeah. Even cooked. Yeah.
Well, that depends on your interpretation, because sometimes there's blood when someone gets an arm chopped off, and then it's
but the heat cauterizes the wound right after.
Yeah, well, that's true, but like in A New Hope, that didn't happen. They didn't show
bled, and it showed his arm that was blood. But if you look at his arm, he wasn't bleeding anymore. It cauterizes the wound.
Okay. All right, you got me. See,
so the off limb is still bleeding, not the on limb.
The off limb is still bleeding because it didn't get hit by the heat.
Drip.
Interesting. Anyways, so I think George Lucas, to me, is a smart guy. He's smart in marketing. He produced a lot of toys.
I mean, that's
he
the
marketed
whole deal.
He marketed this
toys.
whole thing so well with kids,
Yeah.
And but
and if you think about it, the movie's more of like a soap opera.
It is. Well, it is. In the galaxy far, far away.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm a fast-paced type person, so I had a hard time with A New Hope. I was just itching to get to the end. Come on. Let's get to the end here.
get to the.
I don't
But
care about
you
the
also
character build up at this point.
Yeah,
I was bored.
you
I
were
was
bored.
I was bored. I was like, come on. And
So
some
I
of the
guess there
lines
has to be a balance because they don't do character build up anymore in movies.
Well, I mean, yes, there's got to be a balance, but I mean, okay, I get it. This kid's on a farm in the desert. His whole life, he sucks at flying, and he wants to be the best pilot ever.
Actually, he's a really good pilot.
Oh,
He doesn't suck at all. It was his uncle that held him back because his uncle needed him on the farm because his uncle can't do everything.
yeah.
Because his uncle knew he was going to become a Jedi, and he didn't want that.
Oh,
Well, he was also trying to prevent him to follow his father's path.
Right.
that's true.
He
Turning
didn't want
into
him
the
to get
dark
involved.
side.
He knew Luke wanted to join the rebellion, so he kept him at home.
Yeah.
He didn't want to bury his nephew. Basically, that was his one fear. Uncle Owen wasn't just he knew Luke would be fine. He didn't want to bury his nephew
That
that
makes
he
sense.
raised as his son.
No, that's true. That makes sense.
That's right.
So,
And if you were a farmer, bro, you would understand.
hey. Grandma and Grandpa tried to be farmers.
Well, I think that's just more of a, a hobby.
It was a
Like
hobby.
Like we said a long time ago, Grandpa he was an actor that never had a chance. So he
It's
just
true.
pretended his
He
whole
pre-
life.
So true.
That's where we get all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I personally have a love-hate relationship with A New Hope. It's just where I'm at.
Yeah.
I wish, I know one of the guys, Phil TMT, said, the lightsaber duel at the end was underrated. But, even as a kid, I wish they had more action. But I guess if in hindsight, two old people battling out with sabers.
That never had any swordsman choreography at all. The two actors.
Yeah, so it's a little rough on them,
That's
I
right.
guess.
That's right. And you got to remember, again, they are old, right? They can hardly lift a cane.
Well, they're supposed to have the Force, though, right? So that's what I didn't get. They're supposed to have a Force.
They weren't Yoda. He's walking with his cane, and then all of a sudden he can flip and do stuff.
Yeah, well, Yoda's a master of all masters.
That's right.
But I didn't know anything about Yoda until the second movie.
That's
Empire
No
true.
one knew
Strikes
anything
Back, so.
really about Yoda till the second movie. We
George
heard his
Lucas
name.
Probably didn't know about Yoda until the second movie. No, I don't know. He probably did write him
And the
out.
name was
right?
referenced, but we didn't
true.
really see him until the second movie.
Yeah.
That is true. So, yeah. I give this movie some grace. I'm not
Forgiveness.
forgiveness. Inside joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so that's where I'm at with A New Hope. I even struggle to watch it now. But my daughter loves it, so I'll sit down and watch it with her. So, but yeah,
Cool kid, huh?
yeah, she is a cool kid. Cooler than you, bro.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, that's the end of round one. I think A New Hope won out. Y'all liked it more than me, so.
3.
So round two, Empire Strikes
Round
Back.
2, Empire Strikes
We'll
Back.
go in the same order just to keep
Okay.
things going.
Yoda was not even thought up. Well, the making of New Hope.
All
I
right.
heard Obi-Wan was originally supposed to be Luke's teacher all the way through. Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
I have to look that up. Thanks for that info, Phil.
Yes, thank you, Phil. All right, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead, start us off in round two.
Empire Strikes Back. This Hoth scene, I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed that scene. That was like probably my favorite scene out of that whole movie, honestly. I I did enjoy, I did like when the Cloud City at the end. It caught me by surprise, when Luke's hand was cut off. But of course, back in when was that remake come out?
I think
97.
3 years. Yeah.
Right. Well, 97
no.
was New Hope, right?
Empire
No,
Strikes
so-
Back, I think, came out 3 years after A New Hope.
Was it
May
3 years?
17th, 1980.
Yeah.
Okay, right, but
Are you
the
talking
remake,
about not the
Oh, the
remake?
remake.
Yeah, like the upgrade.
the
Yeah.
upgraded.
All three of them
remake-ish.
came out in 97. It was
No,
it was
they
hype-
didn't. No
They-
way.
yes,
It wasn't.
yes.
It wasn't
They
all
were hyping
in
up
one.
the-
Boom, boom, boom.
Dude,
Really?
they were hyping up to a Phantom Menace. That was the whole purpose of it. They were bringing
No
out
way.
all the nostalgic movies.
Oh, that's
97
nuts.
brought
All
them
right, well-
all out, right? And then
Okay.
you had 2 years to wait for the Phantom Menace, and everybody was going freaking nuts. Ooh, episode
Yes, so
one.
was I. So was I.
I know.
Okay,
So.
well, anyways, okay, well, I guess
See?
February
See?
21st, 1997. Thanks, Phil.
He's our fact checker tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna be the fact checker tonight. So okay, you're right. Okay, so when it did come out, I did rewatch it. But of course, other movies before that, and everybody knowing that Luke, I am your father, and everybody gets that quote wrong, anyways. But even though they get it wrong, I already knew that Luke was Vader's father already, which kind of ruins the spoil. But that's okay because I probably did watch it beforehand, anyways. But I did enjoy Hoth. Hoth was one of my favorite scenes. I liked the Cloud City. I liked, Yoda. Obviously, made me laugh. Because he would just he was just a little guy just running around, and then yeah, and everybody liked Boba Fett. I wasn't really a fan of Boba Fett just yet. I was just like, because you don't see him that often. He's like, he's there, he's not, he is. So I did enjoy this movie. Empire Strikes Back was probably one of the better ones of mine. I actually liked Empire Strikes Back better than Return of the Jedi. Just because I don't know why. I just liked it better. Just the vast differences of different planets and stuff, I think. Obviously, the upgraded pew 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 pew.
The upgraded.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Is that all you got? Are you done?
Yeah, what I didn't like was that you didn't. I guess
You
you
only
didn't
got-
see enough of certain
got a minute left.
characters. Okay,
Hurry up.
you
Wrap
didn't
up.
see enough of certain like Boba Fett. I would have liked to see more of that. That one droid, the killer droid there with the head that spins, that we see in the Mandalorian, but you don't see him much in Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, I guess that's the only issue I had with it. All right, bro, I'm done. Okay.
Good. You got 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. Oh my goodness.
Anybody want to say anything to Dan's stuff, or Geeky, do you just want to start yours?
We'll see. Is anybody gonna say anything?
I mean,
It's not-
I'm saving mine for when I.
Okay,
You
so
saved yours for
Empire
that.
Strikes Back. We see our heroes back on an ice planet known as Hoth, and we see Luke is just out. I guess he's just looking for things. Like they're just basically reconning, and he sees what he thinks is a meteor. It turns out to be a Imperial probe droid,
That was cool.
and then he gets captured by basically a Yeti.
Yes, that was fun.
That was
Yes.
actually really good. The dynamic between Han and Leia really matured. We see they do like each other. It seems like she's more afraid to admit it.
Mhm.
Mm.
She doesn't want to admit that she likes Han Solo. Let's see.
The bad
C-3PO is
boy.
still just as annoying as ever, but we still love him.
Yes.
The Hoth battle, I say, was actually a lot better if you guys watch the extended edition fan edit.
What?
There is one that it's the movie, it's the extended edition, but then fans edited their own little things into it, and it actually explains how the troops got into the base.
Oh, that's cool.
They actually
Where
dropped
can you
down out of the
find this?
Yeah,
walkers.
where do you find this
You
thing?
can find, it's on. I think you can actually order it on DVD. I
Oh,
watched
cool.
it recently with Echo Base Network.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. What's it
Yeah.
called? I would need to write this
I
down.
think it's just the
It's just a fan
Empire
edit.
Strikes
That's it?
Back special edition fan edit, maybe. I don't know.
can't
You'll have
wait to buy
to.
that.
You can always ask Echo Base.
Okay, I'll
And
do
then it actually shows 15 walkers basically approaching the base.
Oh,
And you
that's
can
cool.
see the troops when they get closer after blowing up the generator. The doors on those big walkers open up and troops rope down onto the floor and invade the base. So
That's
it explains
awesome.
why all those troops got into the base. When you saw in Empire Strikes Back, when they're just running, all of a sudden there's like 40 or 15 freaking troopers attacking. It's like, where'd they come from?
right.
Yeah.
It explains it. I like the dynamic between Luke and Yoda. It turns out, yeah, he was on there for 6 months.
Hmm.
That's how long
Hmm.
freaking Han and Leia were running away from the Imperial. 6 months.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was no vacation though.
No vacation.
It was not a vacation.
It's the planet cycle of
That's
Dagobah that they're on. It's a lot longer than most.
Oh.
Sweet.
And then we go to Bespin, where Cloud City is. We meet Lando, more of
Yeah.
a smooth talker than Han Solo is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lando was cool.
Then the fight between Luke and Vader. That was actually a really good fight. We see Darth Vader's menacing powers just toying with Luke.
Mhm.
That's how you tell a story. You make the villain it'd be this all powerful, so the hero has to rise above.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. I like that one scene where he's like, all too easy, and he tries to freeze him.
Well, he thought he froze him, but he didn't see him jump out. That guy jumped out like as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
It's good
That
stuff.
was a force jump, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Lando is my favorite non-force user.
Yep.
Let's see. Then with Luke, and we see that his connection to his sister is strong. And then we actually hear Vader for the first time ever calling Luke his son, and
Mhm.
Luke calling Vader his father during that when they're just talking while they're on the separate ships.
Mm.
That
Oh,
was
right.
that felt really strong.
Hmm.
Broke to the end where Han froze, took it away to Tatooine with Boba. Off
Yep.
to Jabba the Hutt.
Take another turn to Tatooine.
That's
Yep,
right.
back to Tatooine where it all began.
Freaking desert planet. All right.
This is funny. Phil says the Vader and Luke Skype call moment left him with chills.
It's good.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
kind
you
of
got to
was like
put that on a
Skype
T-shirt,
call.
man.
There you
Yeah,
go.
put that on a
You gotta
T-shirt.
put that on a
Skype
t-shirt.
call.
No. A hoodie. You gotta put it on a hoodie.
You got to put it on a hoodie.
Both.
Yes, we will sell that.
I don't think Lando wore Han's outfit. That was his own that he wore underneath his cape.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I see that. Lando and Hanzo.
Lando.
All right.
Fun.
That was good, Kiki.
Yeah.
I liked it. All right, Matthew, you're up. Come on, ready?
I think
Go.
I think this is the least. I think this is the film that I've seen the least. I think I've only seen it like 2 times, maybe. So,
Ouch.
but yeah, because for whatever reason,
wrong?
when I
What's wrong
watched
with you?
when I watched
Get
the
up to
first one,
date.
I really liked,
Rewatch
and then
it.
the third one, yeah, I have to rewatch it. But what I remember of it is just the training sequences, really, and Luke
The
trying
flips.
to mature with Yoda, and
Yeah,
again
yeah.
the whole relationship there, as a mentor character. Once again, you see that with him and Yoda. So that was awesome. I didn't realize he was there for 6 months. That's wild. So I was like, I definitely gotta watch this again. But I saw Luke's character as like, he needs to be getting more mature and be more responsible in his walk in the Force, or if he so chooses to be one with it, because he kind of leaves in a hurry away from the training of Yoda. So
Yes.
yeah, and yeah, his patience is definitely tested. We see Luke's anger kind of come out in those sequences. Then he had. I never really understood, like, when he went into the tree, was that a whole dream sequence? I didn't really understood that part that I remember.
When he went into the tree, as like what
Like, and he
Yoda
saw,
said,
yeah,
it said, only what you take with you. He saw Vader as himself.
Mhm.
okay. I always thought that was like, because then he like chop
That
him and
was
he was,
what
he was a robot.
basically as any Jedi has to go through. They have to
Okay,
face their fear.
I see.
Darth
Okay,
Vader is Luke Skywalker's worst fear after The
I
Empire
see.
Strikes Back. He
So once
deathly scared of Vader after that.
Okay, yeah, I definitely have to watch the second one again then. Is there an edit from that with you said with the fans, right? I'll
I
probably watch
think
that.
that part was in it. There's a lot of the actual movie within the edit.
I might that might yeah that might I might have to get that version. I guess let's go into the Cloud City. I thought was awesome. Having kind of the whole sitting down with Vader, but they weren't having it. That was a funny scene. Yeah, like I said, I don't really remember much of the second one, but I know a lot of my friends in college that was their favorite one because it just ends. And I guess a lot of people thought of was it the Infinity War? Like when that just ends, people were talking about the second Star Wars because of that. It was like based,
Yeah.
Right. Oh, what's gonna
I'm
happen?
like, oh,
next?
okay,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that being said, it reminded me of this real quick. Bad lip reading, Seagulls. Stop it now. From it's a Star Wars song. So if you get a chance, go to Bad Lip Reading, go to Star Wars stuff, and they do like this funny stuff. It's hilarious. Just go watch it.
I find it like from
It
the
is
first
funny.
one to the second one in the beginning, like he just lost his mentor that he had for X amount of weeks, and then we're in like a cold kind of planet.
You mean Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
It turns out that it was only like 4 days that Luke
was it?
knew Obi-Wan.
Wow.
Huh?
That was fast.
Yes, the traveling
Only 4
from light
days?
speed
And then
from
he cried over it.
Tatooine to Alderaan is roughly 4 days for the
He
Millennium
was
Falcon.
a baby.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It doesn't
Fascinating.
teleport like the other movies show it.
Mm.
You actually have to travel.
Huh.
Right. It's
All
Yeah, but
this
the
knowledge
whole
I never
transition. I know the whole transition to the
Sneaky
second
Pixie,
one
you
being
know
on the ice planet is fascinating.
you know a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Thanks
know
for
that.
being on the show because this would be lame
Yeah.
without you.
Yeah. I'm lame. I
This is
just got
fascinating.
toys behind me, that's all.
Have you read all the books that deal with it?
No, I haven't read all the books. I've only read mainly the only books of Star Wars I really read are The Jedi Apprentice.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
cool.
Sweet.
Are you
Who
done,
wants to be
Matthew?
my apprentice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
So Phil did say, Matthew, that where he's fighting Vader himself, where Luke's fighting himself, Phil said that was the Force testing Luke.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely have to watch the second one again. That's on Disney Plus, right?
Probably.
Yep,
Yeah,
they all
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
They're all
Okay.
on
Yeah, I was gonna
Disney
say.
Plus.
Disney owns Lucasfilm, so.
No.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
tell us,
so,
bro, tell us.
I'll tell you. I'll
tell
tell
us
you what
what
I
you
like.
hate.
All right, I'll
what
tell
you
you
like.
what I hate.
Tell us what you hate.
Okay. No, actually, I agree with Phil. In this quote here, he says, "In my opinion, Empire is the best one out of the three, even though Return of the Jedi is my personal favorite." So, I mean, I don't agree that Return of the Jedi is my personal favorite. Personally, Empire is my favorite.
Yeah,
And
right.
I'll tell you why. One reason. Irvin Kershner is the director, not George Lucas. Sorry. George Lucas is a brilliant guy, but when it comes to directing, I don't like his directing skills.
Well,
So,
look at the prequels.
anyways,
Whoopsie.
that's another rumble.
Whoopsie.
But
You're right. He's got great ideas, just can't direct worth the beans.
Yeah, I don't like his directing style. That's just me. But I love
Should've got
this
Michael
movie.
Bay.
Yeah, because there'd be explosions in every scene.
That's right.
It'd be awesome. There'd be no storyline, but it'd be awesome.
That's right. The lightsabers hit, explosion.
Anyways,
All right, sorry.
go,
Go, bro.
my time, bro, man.
Oh,
right.
sorry. Go.
So
go.
I love the opening, Hoth Planet. Okay, it just sick. Everything. I don't know what to say. I love this movie. This movie is my all-time favorite. Okay, the whole thing just.
Bro, hang on. Look at Phil says Lucas's directing skills is better than the sequels.
This is true. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. But
That's good.
All right, sorry. I had to
Even
do
All
that.
right.
I had
Snyder's
to
all right.
better director than the sequel, so
Right.
Anyways,
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
so
Cutting you off again. My bad.
gosh, man.
Jeez.
All right, interrupting
Brothers.
me. I only got 2 minutes. All right. I guess the only thing I can say is everything about this movie rocks. Okay, I love Hoth. I love the Cloud City. I love the battle at the end between Luke and Vader. It was nice to see people wield a lightsaber
Mhm.
better than two old grandpas doing it. I mean, Luke has no skill with a lightsaber yet, but it was still fun to watch. Okay.
Yes.
And the climax, okay, I don't care, everybody knows that Vader is Luke's father, but every time I see it at the end, join me, and you and I, as father and son, can rule the galaxy. Dude, I'm like, Dad, I'm with you. Let's do this.
Right.
I'd be like, let's
We want
do
them to
this,
be.
Dad. I don't
Let's-
care. I missed you my whole life. I've been an orphan. I love Uncle Owen, but he held me back.
Uncle Owen.
I'm ready to take on the galaxy with you, Pops. That would have
Good
been even better, but
Well,
Of
bro,
course,
you're
you know,
you're not Luke Skywalker.
shut up. I know. But still, I would love it.
unfortunately, if he
Anyways.
did join, the Emperor would have killed him.
Mm,
The Sith
Mm.
only believe in two,
two. Yeah.
That's right.
and the Sith always betray one another. That is the life of a Sith.
I learned that in Rebels in the animation. I was like, whoa.
True.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. But still, it would have been cool.
It
Still
would've
would have been cool. Hey, Dad, I love you. But he's like, first time knowing this. Oh, you're my dad? What the
Holy
hell?
crap.
I'm jumping down this hole. You ain't
Yeah.
getting me.
You ain't getting me.
Obi-Wan,
It's
you
because
tell
of
me.
Obi-Wan.
Obi,
It's all
your
because of
fault.
Obi-Wan.
It's your freaking
That's
fault,
right.
man. You should have
And
told
like
me
you said,
when
it was
we had
only 4 days that-
together on that ship.
4
No.
days on
Only
the ship
4
that he was with him. We don't know how many days he was from or Obi-Wan's house to Mos Eisley, though.
No, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's
That
true.
could have been a couple
That may-
days because it was
that
on
could have been a
another
few
part
more
of the
days,
planet.
I only
Driving
spent a
from
week with you, Obi-Wan.
one side of the planet to the other. That's true. But it's a speeder. It should have went faster than maybe one
It
day.
goes fast, yeah. But remember, even in the prequels with Watto, when Anakin was looking for his mom, what Watto told him, a long way from here, someplace on Mos Eisley, I think.
It's true.
That's right. That's true.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
Oh,
Telephone.
Ah!
Can we dance to your cell phone music?
Sorry. I went over. My phone's yelling at me. And I haven't connected to the TV, so I probably woke up my kids. That's awesome.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's why it was so loud.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was trying to hit cancel before it went off, and it was too late. Anyway, so
Too late.
I love this movie. Empire
It is a good one.
hands down.
Phil says, Vader in German means father. My
Mhm.
dad wasn't surprised that Vader was Luke's father. Well, that's cool. It's because your dad knows German, huh?
Nice.
I
did-
don't know German.
I learned
Yeah.
that, like, later on in life about Vader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
Well, that and
beta.
it's also mentioned by the Emperor before Vader and Luke fight each other.
Mm.
The son of Skywalker.
The son of Skywalker.
True. But you didn't know that Vader was Anakin until the end of Empire
That's true.
because
true.
Obi-Wan lied to everybody.
Well, technically, he just said the truth from a certain point of view.
A certain
He did not lie.
point of view.
Mm.
Because technically,
That's
when you do
true.
join the Sith,
It
your
was a
actual
white
self
lie.
does die.
Mm.
Mm.
Anakin did die,
died
and he was
inside.
reborn Darth Vader.
And then he died as Darth Vader
By the
reborn
Jedi's
back as
teachings.
Anakin.
But if we were just solely focused on these three movies and
No, I'm
without the
saying
prequels,
but when Obi-Wan said that
Mm.
the Jedi's teaching is once you join the dark side, your part of you dies.
That's right, the Obi-Wan ghost. That would have been funny to see Ghostbusters.
And
run
actually,
in
what
there.
is funny, the Force Ghost power is actually
Obi-Wan.
a Sith ability.
is it really?
Uh-oh, so Obi-Wan's
know that.
part Sith, huh?
The Sith are the ones that, like Palpatine said, unnatural abilities.
Interesting.
Mm.
I gotta watch
Wow.
these movies over again.
All right.
That kind of gives you a thing on to what Palpatine said to Anakin when the Jedi and the Sith are no different.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. It's a
Too
yin yang
much.
sign. That's why yin
It's-
yang.
It's so deep. My
It
brain
is
can't
deep.
handle it.
My brain. All right, let's
See
Phil
some
says-
comments here.
Yep. Vader being Anakin Skywalker was last minute. Up until the movie release, the only people that knew about Vader was Lucas, James Earl Jones. Jones. I was gonna say George. I don't know why.
James Earl
Mark-
George.
Yeah, I don't know. Mark Hamill and a handful of people. In A New Hope, originally Vader and Anakin were literally two people. A certain point of view I've heard was Lucas trying to mop up making Vader Anakin at last minute.
Hmm.
Huh. That's interesting too.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I guess if
It
you're
worked.
the creator, you can do what you want.
It worked.
It did work.
It worked because people were like, at the end of Empire, they're like, "Oh, what? He's his
Right.
dad."
What?
That's how I was every time I see the movie. What? He's his dad.
What am I watching? Falling asleep? Watched
Hey,
it too
shut
many
up.
times.
Shut up! Hey, you over there in New York, shut up!
All right.
All right, I think Empire won the round.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody likes it. Matthew didn't watch it much, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's okay, Matthew. I'll slap David for you. Over the side.
Force slap. Anyways,
All right. Return of the Jedi.
you ready?
Let's go. It was
Round
good.
Round three. Go.
Round 3. Bing, 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 bing. I should have made videos for these too.
Right.
Too bad. All right. Bing, bing. Okay. Round 3. Return of the Jedi. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as Empire Strikes Back. I hated the fact that Darth Vader became not that he became good, but that he became good again and then he died. I hated the fact that he passed away. It kind of upset me. I was like, "What the? No, you just take him on the ship. No, don't die." I mean, Luke died a couple of times and then they revived him. Why can't they revive, Darth Vader? But I don't know. So, I did like it, but at the same time, I didn't like too much of it. It was just one of those things, where you're like, yeah, it's good, but not as good as the other movie that I just saw. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess, what else didn't I like about it? I didn't like the whole, going back to see Yoda die too, that was kind of dumb. I mean, I don't know. To me, that scene was a little pointless, but maybe not. But I didn't. I don't know. There was just things I didn't like about the movie because it went really slow, and I keep falling asleep watching it. So, obviously, I like the ending, but it's like not as good as Empire Strikes Back. I did like the ending where Luke is fighting his father again, and this time he knows he's his father, and he's like, "No, Dad, I can change you." That's what I liked about the movie, was him wanting to change his father back into the good side of the Force. Which in the end of the movie, he basically does join the good side again, instead of the dark side, the light side, I should say. So, yeah, everything in between was just kind of filler for me. I mean, I did like seeing the desert scene again, Tatooine. That was kind of fun, but it was just, more filler stuff just to get to the end. The end was the best of the movie. Not too much of the celebration part at the end.
What? You didn't like the Ewoks dancing? What's wrong
going,
with you?
Oh, and drumming on the helmets. Bum, 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 bum.
Well, they actually ate the stormtroopers.
Yummy.
Awesome.
You didn't know they're cannibals.
I did not know that they ate.
They were
people.
going to eat Luke, Han.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's true, because they were sitting on the thing. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man.
They're
Are they
cannibal
really-
teddy bears.
Are you
Yes,
really-
they
are
eat
they-
meat. They're carnivores.
Right.
They wouldn't be technically cannibals. They're
Right.
another
Yeah, they are eating-
species.
Yeah, they're eating in a different species. Yep.
We could eat them.
Yeah, they're just bears.
That's right. It's little teddy bears.
Teddy bears. Yeah.
It would have been, I guess instead of being so cute, they should have put a little sharp teeth in there once in a while to make it look like, well, they're cute, but you got to keep back a little,
They're cute but deadly.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. That's what he should have made him a little bit more
Dangerous
that way,
combination.
but, yeah,
I don't know. If you think about it, with that innocent look, the stormtroopers kind of dropped their guard.
They sure did.
That's true. Yeah, true.
They underestimated those little bears.
I would
Meat's
say.
back on the menu, boys.
Yes.
Imagine hearing that from them.
that would be so funny.
That would be awesome.
It would be.
Dan, done?
Yeah, I'm done. Geeky, I
Okay.
think it's
Yeah.
your turn.
Well, the reason why Vader couldn't be revived, and Luke was never actually revived, he was just healed.
Oh,
He was
okay.
still alive.
He didn't die,
Vader,
yeah,
he
I know.
needed that suit.
Mm.
His suit is what kept him alive. It got damaged because of the Emperor's electricity.
That makes
And
sense.
Luke's also did cut open him too.
Right.
Mm.
So without that
That's
suit, he could not live. If he would have kept his mask on, they probably could have done something. But he wanted to see Luke with his own eyes before he passed.
right. With
Hmm.
his light eyes instead of his dark eyes.
No, actually, they're just the actual eyes. The other eyes are behind a lens.
That's true.
Mm.
Let's see. The Return of the Jedi to me was. I actually liked it. We see more of a darker side to Luke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yep.
force chokes Jabba the Hutt's guards.
That was fun.
That's true.
He
Yeah,
builds
that's
his
true.
own
He was a little
lightsaber.
darker. Yeah.
Yeah, he builds his own lightsaber. That was a good lightsaber. That
Mm.
was,
I
You
wish
can
they would
kinda
have
see-
showed it in the movie though.
I know
in the special edition of it, you see Luke tinkering with the lightsaber.
Really?
Mhm.
Where'd you find these special editions? I need to go find them.
The one that
Goodbye,
came
everybody.
out I was about to say that was probably on Disney Plus. It shows like a
Hmm.
2-second scene of Luke just tinkering with the lightsaber and turning it on, turning it off, and then heading towards Jabba's palace.
Cool.
It was like, okay, so he built it walking to the Jabba's palace. Okay,
He's
that's what it looked like.
got talent.
He's got talent. He's a multitasker.
Let's see the fight between. It would have been nice to actually see a lightsaber fight with the Emperor.
Yeah,
That
that would have
would've
been
been cool.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Like Anakin, Luke, and against the Emperor. That would have been sweet.
Well, more of like after defeating Vader and then him throwing his lightsaber, the Emperor all of a sudden pulls out his.
Right?
Mm.
That would be cool. Man, someone needs to do a reimagined on that.
The one that did the Empire Strikes Back is working on Return of the Jedi one as we speak.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool. That'd be cool to see something like that. Ooh.
The
So
little
how much time has passed from the second to third one? That's interesting to know.
a year,
Like 1 year. Okay. Wow.
a single
Sweet.
year passed between the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi in the Star Wars timeline.
It's nothing like the sequels, huh?
No, the sequel's what? Seconds. The only one that did a year was the last one.
Oh, was it?
Rise of Skywalker follows a year after The Last Jedi.
Oh,
So it's a year
I
of
didn't know
training
that. I thought
for
it was
Mari
like
Sure.
6 years or something.
Wow. So he
because,
honed his skills in 1 year. Wow.
Prequels took 20 years.
That's right. In
Yeah,
between,
between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, I think was 2 years, if I remember correctly,
Hmm.
for the
Really?
timeline. So it was 2 years of him practicing what Obi-Wan taught him.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
That's cool.
It's good info.
And then the battles, the way Han used his brains because he thought of a plan. He's the general. He was not
Hmm.
just being left behind like everyone says he was. He was the one that led the whole mission.
Mhm.
Leia was just his backup.
That's
It
right.
was Han Solo that got the shield generator taken down on
Mhm.
Endor with the help of the Ewoks and Chewbacca taking over the Walker.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was my
that's
favorite
true.
part.
Yeah.
ATSD.
Swinging like Tarzan.
Chewbacca.
That's Chewie for you.
That's right. He's cool.
So yeah, that's my take. And Return of the Jedi is probably my second favorite. The first one is A New Hope because it was the first Star Wars I ever seen.
Right. That's cool.
Nice. Awesome. All right, Matthew.
Matthew.
You ready for your
All right.
5 minutes?
Yep.
Go.
So this is probably the one that I watched the most out of all of them, just because
Ooh.
the ending was so epic to me. I just see Luke as a character fully mature, right, kind of in the beginning to get Han back. That whole sequence there was great. The fight sequence out in the desert. and people getting eaten up by, I don't know what that thing is called, that monster on the ground.
Sarlacc.
Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That's really well made.
Wow.
Yeah, was it
The original, it didn't have a mouth though. It was just the hole.
I think I had it on VHS when I got it. I don't know which version I have though on the VHS. I got it at
VHS,
Sunshine
I think,
Studios
is
back in the
standard.
day. What is
I
it?
think the VHS is standard depending on the cover.
I have
Oh,
the,
okay.
If
I have
it's
the-
silver
Yeah,
or
it depends
gold.
on
Yeah.
depends on the covers.
I think mine
Um,
might be silver.
Okay, I think that's
VHS.
standard.
I got
Okay.
the ones from 1997.
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
Sweet.
Was it Handor? Is that the name of the planet?
Endor.
Endor.
Yeah,
The bike sequence was. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Liking that a
that
lot.
was
Like
fun.
going in and out of the trees. I was like, whoa, okay.
I was actually
Don't hit
filmed in
the tree.
California,
Was it really?
over at the Redwood Forest.
I was gonna say they
That's
look like
so
redwood
awesome.
trees.
Redwood.
Yeah, that was a great sequence. And yeah, just the whole end sequence was my favorite, besides the bike sequence that I can remember of it. But like I said, I've watched this probably the most of all. I think I recently watched it within the last 2 years, and I remember being bored when they went to with the teddy bears, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit just to get some more sequences.
Fast forward the teddy bears.
Yeah, so and then I got into it again. I'm like, all right. I remember falling asleep at that part, watching it a few years later. So, but overall, I definitely like the last one.
Nice.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you got,
That's all I got.
All right, cool.
man.
All right, well, we got a comment, Phil.
Why don't you? Yeah, go ahead and do some comments.
Okay. Well, I guess his first comment says the original trilogy took about 3 years when we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
But this one says, I think the DVDs were ones that brought over the special edition. Then the Blu-rays were the
That was cool.
special editions 2.0. Then Disney Plus added the small things to A New Hope with the Han shooting Greedo. That's right. Remember, Han shot first, everybody.
Han shot first.
The 1997, I think they shot at the same time. It was like a pew pew.
Yeah, he dodged it.
Aw.
It shows his head dodging it.
And he does. He kind of moves like this.
That's right. That's right.
A little bit of
Right,
a
I'm Han
Western
Solo,
feel to
I
it
can-
on that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, like a gun down, or what are this standoff?
Standoff in a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a bar when they're sitting down.
Later, Space Cowboy.
That's what Han Solo was roughly. He was a bounty hunter. Then he became a
Right.
smuggler.
Smuggler, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. He was
I'm a
cool.
big fan. I'm a big fan of Cowboy Bebop. So
Well, I mean, this has nothing to do with Return of the Jedi, but I do like the Mandalorian first season of how it's all like the Western feel, cowboy
Yeah,
stuff.
me
It
too.
brings
Me
back
too.
what Star Wars first did in A New Hope, where it had like a Western feel to it.
yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
Okay, we save that for another time.
Yep.
Okay.
The Disney Plus version of Han shot first had more smoke than that part. Had more smoke, huh?
Nice. And he loved the last episode of Mando.
Yeah.
All right. I got
Um,
5 minutes. It probably won't take me 5 minutes, but here we go.
All right, go ahead.
Return of the Jedi. Another good movie directed by someone else and not George Lucas.
I hope George sees this.
His name is Richard. Hold on. I got it here. His name is Richard.
Greer.
I'm gonna butcher his last name like my brother does. Marquand. Marquand. Richard Marquand. He only did 5 movies in his whole life, but hey,
Hey, well,
Star
why
Wars
not-
was one of them.
Why not be one? Star Wars being one. of them, right?
Yes.
Exactly. You have a
Well,
disdain for Lucas, don't you?
Well, that looked weird.
That was
that's
weird. Dan, your Spectrum Wi-Fi stinks tonight.
Yes, I'm sorry. It stinks every night. Remember last time I got shut off? Yeah, just telling me I'm
disappeared.
My did I?
Yeah, you disappeared. You went offline. It was just me and
Sweet.
Chris.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, Return of the Jedi for me was a good movie. I enjoyed most of it. It was very entertaining, and it was a nice way to end that trilogy with the redemption aspect of Darth Vader. I enjoyed that part the most. How Vader was like, "Yo, my boy's getting beat up by this douchebag over here. I'm gonna kill him." And then he goes over there, picks up the Emperor with one arm. The one-armed man did the work, and was like, "Yo, old fart, you suck." Threw him down that
Throws him down
ventilation
the shaft.
thing,
Yeah.
the shaft, and that was it. The Emperor,
That's it. Goodbye.
goodbye. That's what you
Goodbye.
get for
Don't
messing with
come
my
back.
boy. messed
You
with my
did.
boy. You did.
You did.
But there was a lot of enjoyable moments in Return of the Jedi for me. So I don't have too much bad things to say. You know, I mean, the Ewoks remind me of my little Yorkie that I used to have. So I love Ewoks. They look like
Aw.
Yorkshire Terriers.
They do. They do.
And,
I think Chewbacca was supposed to be after his dog too, right?
Like,
So
guess. Don't ever say that
Yeah.
to the guy in Disney World, though. I did.
yeah. Hey, yo, you were dog.
I said to
man.
to Chewbacca at Disney World, I was like, "You're like a big puppy dog. I love you." And he just growled at me. I'm like, okay. Sorry.
I'm just telling you, you know.
But
You should have said George Lucas made you after his dog.
yeah, probably. But I don't really
Anyway,
have anything negative to say about this movie. I mean, if there was anything that I didn't care
that's
for,
cool.
yeah. If there was anything I didn't care for, I don't know which part. I guess I didn't care for the celebration at the end. It was kind of lame. Like their dancing was lame. The choice of music was kind of lame. But that's just me. That's my personal opinion on that take. It almost felt like I was on the islands, actually. If anybody's ever been to like the Caribbean islands, that's what it felt like at the end. They had their bongos and their little tin drums. Anyways, I was like, this doesn't feel like an island to me, though. Endor. You're full of woods.
Just like my backyard.
Yeah. But that's what I got. So I liked it. It was entertaining. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, though. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite of the three. Big time. But there you have it. That's the end of this Rumble review.
Alrighty. Well, Phil says Skywalker and Vader, the Return of the Jedi, taught me that no matter how dark your path might have gone, people can be redeemed, even if it takes someone to believe in you, or in Luke's case, nearly die.
Yeah,
that's true.
I agree. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
The only negative, he said, the only negative thing he probably would give Return of the Jedi would be the green screen for the speed face on Endor. Yeah. I think they used blue screen at that time, though. But he enjoyed the special edition ending. Thanks, Phil, for joining us and giving your input.
So I think, wow,
Thanks, Geeky, for coming on.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Return of the Jedi didn't get beat up too badly.
No, I guess not.
Nope.
That's cool. So, you want to close this out? Dan, the man who's got a plan?
I don't have any plans. This is
What?
all like, what? Let's just do it. See how it goes. All right. Yeah, sure. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Go check out Geeky Pixie on her channel on YouTube.
Yes.
She's also on Twitter. If you're already subscribed there, don't forget to look for other small channels and subscribe to them because we all need your support.
That's
So,
right.
Leave comments, likes, share it. You know what to do. This is YouTube. Everybody knows how to use YouTube. If you don't, you're a special kind of person. Go to you can go to our website. Here, not the red one. The red one is my special one. Sorry, everybody. Go to our website. Get yourself a mug.
Yes.
InsideTheBoothTV.com. We also have t-shirts and gaiters and hoodies and I already said a mug. It's right there. What else do we have? We've got a tank top. I don't know.
It's a good selling point.
Yeah, I don't know if you want a special red one. Let me know. I can get it to you.
Yes, we have a website. It's InsideTheBoothTV.com. Bam.
Yeah, here, I'll type it out for you. Or who else is doing it? Nobody?
Anyways, is that it? Are you done?
I think so. Go to our Patreon. We got a Facebook. We got a Twitter. We got a Instagram.
Really? You're gonna try all
Gab,
that? Just various platforms.
You know, all these other platforms that Rumble. We have a video on Rumble that we don't have on YouTube because some guy took it down, copyright or something like that. I don't know, schmuck. Anyway, hey! I love the guy. He's a nice guy. Yeah, that's it. So I guess this is the end. It's the end of the show as you know it for tonight.
Right.
Tuesday, we're going to be talking more Star Wars. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe Mandalorian or something. Just come Tuesday night at 9. And yeah, all month, this month, may the Force be with you. Star Wars.
And
Geeky Pixie, you can stay on after I hit the end broadcast.
Okay.
And we'll say goodbye after that.
also,
anyways.
Geeky, you're going to be on for the next Rumble, right?
I'm going to try to.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're going to try the next 3. Or, yeah, the other 2, which is we're the 16th and the 28th, I think it is.
Yeah.
So, and
All
Rumble review is our new thing, everybody. So we're just trying it out.
That's right. We're
And
working
if
it through.
it goes well by the end, we might do a Rumble review once a month, which would be fun.
It will
Different various movies, of course, not just Star Wars. All right. And I guess that's it, everybody.
That's
Thanks
it.
for joining us. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.